Yo, what's up, everybody? Today I'm going to teach you how to triple edit in Fortnite the easy way. No crazy mechanics, no impossible drills, just a simple method that helped me get way more consistent. Let's get into it. So, the first thing I will say is build it out. Like, build it out. Get the edit down. Get the editing down. So you're going to do that, bang. All right, do that a couple times, right? And then after you do it a couple times, maybe try to add a build to that. Okay, if this will reset. Okay. So bang, bang, bang. Add a build to it, right? And then once you get that down, then work on building it. Make sure you're used to your bonds. Okay, that should not have happened. That threw me off. My bad. Why's it doing that? Oh well, it doesn't matter. That's how you triple edit. It's quite simple. As I can obviously make it look. I'm a little rusty. I haven't played this game in a minute, but that's exactly how you triple edit. Another thing is, if you don't know how to single edit yet, do that. Learn to single edit first. Don't go straight into triple editing if you don't know how to do that. And then same thing with double edits. Don't go straight into triple edit if you don't know how to do that. First, you want to learn your single edits, and then you want to learn your double edits, and then into a triple edit. It sounds complicated, I know, but it's not. Trust me. Like, literally, it's just build it out. This is my method. Build it out first, right? Okay, build it out. Get the editing down so you know kind of like the placement of it. Get your editing down. Boom. It's simple. Don't do your triple edits like this, though. Don't do that double edit like that. Do not. Because it's going to get stuck eventually, and it's just going to end up screwing you over. You'll have a better chance if you do like your like, even if it's just like that, if your double edit's like that, you'll have a better chance like that. Or you could obviously have that, you know, but even if it's just like the first hurdle is obviously this right here, your floor. That's the hurdle. You want to always double edit the floor. Always double that. But yeah, practice. Just keep it up. Just don't quit. Don't quit. I've been known to quit. I remember back in the day plugging the mouse and keyboard into the like the old office mouse and keyboard into the console, and then I just quit after like a day because I couldn't do it. And a part of it was I just did not have like good binds, you know, like binds are very good, but I will say this: do not go into like the pros binds and stuff because it's just not gonna work. It may work for some, but it didn't work for me. I'm gonna be honest, it did not work for me. And I'll tell you why. Because these guys have been doing those binds for forever. Like, and I understand, like, with time, yeah, you could probably learn it, but you're not gonna be comfortable with it. And I know it's hard to find binds because you're kind of like a lost puppy. You don't know what you're doing. And I get that, and that's fine. But keep in mind, don't copy everything that the pros have, because they're used to it. I've played this game. I have over 5,000 hours in this game. Okay, not obviously, literally most of it all on controller, right? Because I just switched to mouse and keyboard on this game. I got my PC, my first PC in December of last year. Like, and then I will also say, if you want to like play other games, like if you're learning mouse and keyboard, play it on other games, right? If you can, play it on other games, because that's what helped me. I played it on Siege and Overwatch, and it's just it's been a lot easier for me on Fortnite. But I will say this: it's gonna be easier for me to like get a grasp of Fortnite, like the mechanics and everything, because Prior to that, I've played 5,000 hours on controller. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I already have the experience. If you're new to this game, like completely new or fairly new, it's going to take you longer to learn it. I've learned this in a couple weeks. Like, it's probably going to take you longer. If it doesn't, great. If it does, who cares? Okay? You just got to stay dedicated. That is the main thing. You have to stay dedicated to learn this. Okay? And I'm going to show y'all my settings. If y'all want to copy them, you don't have to copy them. I wouldn't recommend copying them, but if they are something that you might think you could get used to or that are comfortable for you, you're more than welcome to copy my settings. So I run full screen. Make sure your resolution's maxed out. Never use VSync. Anything with a V is you're just capping your frames. Don't do that. Frame limit 360. The general rule of thumb is to cap your frames at your monitor's refresh rate. I have a monitor that has a refresh rate of 280. That is not an option here, so I just do 360. My PC can handle it. And yeah, just don't use a limited, because like when you're getting like to actual games, it's just going to end up hurting you in the long run, because your frames are just going to be bouncing everywhere, and that's not really what you want. Brightness, it doesn't matter. It's all personal preference. I sometimes run colorblind mode. And here's what you need. Okay, make sure this is max, because you don't want like to be missing any pixels. View distance far. I've seen where they'll run epic, but I just keep mine on far. Texture's low, and then meshes are low. It's blurred out because technically I'm in a match, in a creative match, so don't trip out about that. And I use on plus boost. I use on plus boost in every game. I don't need to, because I have a good PC, but I do anyways, because I mean, what the fuck are you, the fucking on plus boost police? Like, fuck off, dude. Like, I can do whatever I want. Anyways, audio doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Here's my game. I use auto open doors. Some people don't. I like it. Toggle sprint on, obviously. These are default. Let's see here. Reset building choice. I have that on. Turbo building, make sure that's on. I have the pre-edit option on, and then auto confirm edits. I recommend doing that just for edit. Like, you don't need it for reset, just for edit. Or both. You don't need that. You just need it for edit, because what this does is when you edit something, you don't have to re-click your edit button or whatever bind you have it on just to confirm that edit, if that makes sense. And then make sure your replays are off. Tap to search interact. Yeah, that's huge. So basically, like, if whatever your use button is, you can just tap it or whatever, like, once, and it'll just like auto open for you. Yeah, but make sure your replays are off, your energy savings off. It doesn't matter. Here's my mouse and keyboard settings. I run 8.6, 8.6. The rule of thumb is to be able to do at least a 360. I like it a little over a 360, and this is what 8.6 does for me. On my mouse pad, I can get a little over a 360, and I'm fine with that. 40/40. This is what Peterbilt runs, I think. So, and I've liked it so far, so it's doing me pretty good. It's doing me justice. Building sensitivity 100, editing sensitivity 100. The pros don't change this. I think Kanata does like 105. I used to run like 175 for both of these, and I was wondering, why am I like overcorrecting things? Why am I botching my edits too much? Why am I like, when I'm doing like editing on somebody, why am I like getting off their head so easily? It was because it was too fast. Because like when you're editing something, like it can like mess up your placement if it's too fast. So I just got back used to just like the default 100, 100. Zoom scaling legacy, I've never tried standard, so I can't really speak on it too much. From what I understand, that's like newer players might like standard better than legacy, but if you're like an older player, you'll probably prefer legacy. I haven't tried standard, so I don't know if there's like a difference or what. I'm not really sure. This is my movement. I'm pretty sure all the pros just run 70, 90, 135. And now we'll get into my binds. So first off, people will go into like optimal binds, and that's a load of bullshit. Honestly, I don't agree with it. I think you should just use whatever you're comfortable with. There is no optimal binds. Like they'll use like UHJK as their movement binds. Why? Why don't you just use the default WASD? I mean, if you have to use optimal binds, go for it. But it's not. It ain't gonna make you better overnight. You're still gonna have to get used to that way, anyways. Crouch is default. Like most of this is default. I've seen where people use their cone for shift, but I just use mine as sprint. But yeah, a lot of this is default. My pickaxe is X. My weapon slot is C and V. That way, like my shotgun right here, and then if I can need to quickly switch to an AR or SMG, it's right there, and they're next to each other. C and V is. I use my weapon slot 3 as caps. I don't like a lot of numbers. You'll see like a lot of people just like run numbers on their loadout. I don't like that. It bothers me. I can't press all those numbers. I just can't do it. I don't like it. So I use caps. Caps was unused pretty much. So, and this is like my slot for like movement. So like shockwaves or something like that. And then 2 and 3, they're right above W. So I can easily hit these. These will be my heal slots. And then my use, I use scroll wheel down. These are my, which that opens chest, ammo crates, whatever. Like basically just like whatever you can interact with stuff in game. My wall is Q, my mouse button 4, my floor is mouse button 4, my E is stairs, my mouse button 5 is the cone. I have T for trap because why not? Don't use traps because I'm not playing OG currently. Repair and upgrade. I would just bind this to something random. I just did it H, because it's fairly close, but nothing like crazy. I'm not gonna like accidentally hit it, if that makes sense. Realistically, like a lot of the pros, what they'll do is they'll just hit. Like if their wall is damaged, they'll probably just hit it, break it, and then replace a build. Honestly, rather than just repairing. My edit bind is F. And this is very important. Make sure your reset building edit is on your scroll wheel, whether it's up or down. Make sure, because what it will do is it'll reset and edit like really fast. Like here, I'll show y'all. So you see this? You see? But see, that's what it'll do doing the scroll wheel. That's exactly what it'll do using the scroll wheel. Let's see, where was I? Okay, here we go. And then, and you'll notice like your use button and your scroll wheel down for your reset building is both scroll wheel down. That's fine because like some binds you can run multiple. And I'll tell you another reason why I don't just do up for one and then one down. Because sometimes this is a bad habit, but sometimes I don't recommend it. Sometimes I like to scroll through my loadout, like in game, and you can do that, but you won't be able to do that if you have one that's going up and one down. It won't register. Well, at least it wouldn't for me. So I have to use both those down, which doesn't affect anything. That way, when I scroll wheel up, I just go through my loadout. Switch mode. This is like the bind the pull out your builds. You won't use it. But I heard from a pro player, Vino, he said that it can cause input delay if you have it unbinded. So I'd recommend binding it to something that you're not using. And backspace, I'm never gonna hit that in a Fortnite game. So yeah, and then none of the rest matters. But that's pretty much it. Remember, get used to your binds first, then build the thing first. You know, and then when you got your edit down, like the pathway you need to do it, like your movement and everything on like the edit itself, like once you got that down, then you can move into trying to build it. If that makes sense. But be sure, if you don't know the single edit, make sure to get that down. If you don't know the double edit, make sure you get that down, and then you can move to triple editing. But if y'all have any more questions or anything that you would like to ask me, I'm a comment away. I usually respond. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm a jobless chud. No, I'm kidding, but I am a comment away. And just hit me up if you have any questions. I'll try my very best to help y'all out, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.